Welcome to L&H Magic Tales, where every story has a beautiful lesson. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic of stories. Today's story is about kindness and how even a small good deed can come back in an unexpected way. Let's begin. The umbrella that was never returned. On a quiet, rainy evening, Arjun stood alone at a small bus stop, holding his old black umbrella. The rain fell gently at first, tapping softly against the ground. The streetlights flickered, and the road shimmered with reflections. Arjun looked tired, not from the day, but from life itself. Just then, a young boy came running toward him, completely drenched, shivering in the cold rain. His clothes were soaked, his hands trembling. Arjun looked at him for a moment. Then, without saying much, he slowly held out his umbrella. "Take it," he said softly. "You need it more than I do." The boy looked surprised, then smiled with relief. "Thank you," he said, before running off into the rain. Arjun watched him disappear into the distance. And just like that, the umbrella was gone. Again. This wasn't the first time. Years ago, Arjun had done the same thing for someone else. And then again and again. Different faces, different nights, but the same ending every time. No one ever came back. No one returned the umbrella. At first, it didn't bother him. But slowly, over time, a quiet thought began to grow inside his mind. People don't care anymore. They just take and never give back. Each time he helped someone, that thought grew stronger. Until one day, he stopped. Stopped helping. Stopped offering. Stopped believing. "Kindness doesn't matter," he whispered to himself. "It changes nothing." Years passed. Arjun became quieter, colder, distant. Even when he saw someone struggling in the rain, he simply walked past, as if he hadn't once been different. Then one night, everything changed. The rain was heavier than ever before. The sky roared with thunder, and the streets were almost empty. Arjun walked alone, without an umbrella. Within minutes, he was completely drenched, cold, tired, alone. Just as he lowered his head and kept walking, someone stepped beside him. An umbrella appeared above him. Arjun looked up, surprised. A stranger stood next to him, holding the umbrella over his head. "Let me help you," the man said with a gentle smile. Arjun was speechless. Before he could respond, another person came from the other side, holding another umbrella. Then another, and another. Within moments, several people surrounded him, shielding him from the heavy rain. Arjun looked around, confused. "Why are you all helping me?" he asked quietly. One of them smiled and said, "Years ago, you gave someone an umbrella." Arjun's eyes widened slightly. That person helped someone else, and they helped another. And that kindness kept moving from one person to another. The man paused, then looked at Arjun warmly. And somehow, it reached all of us. Arjun stood still. The sound of rain faded into the background. For a moment, he couldn't speak. Tears slowly filled his eyes. All those years, he thought his kindness had been wasted, forgotten, lost. But it hadn't. It had simply traveled, quietly, from heart to heart. And now it had found its way back to him. Arjun took a deep breath, his voice trembling slightly. "I thought it didn't matter," he said. The people around him smiled. "It always matters," one of them replied. The rain slowly began to soften, and for the first time in years, Arjun felt something he had almost forgotten. Warmth. Not from the umbrella, but from the people around him. From kindness that had never truly left. That night, Arjun learned something he would never forget. Kindness is never wasted. It doesn't disappear. It grows. It travels. It multiplies. Even when you don't see it. Good deeds multiply, even if you don't see them. Thank you for watching L&H Magic Tales. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical stories. See you next time. Bye-bye.